that the show would be shut down, but if I move my event to her location on Greenwood, that I would be fine.
Did you take that as a threat?
Yes, I took that as bullying.
Yeah, it's a good thing you took it that way, because that's sure what it was. I think I understand why you took that as bullying. It's probably because it was. I don't want to say she was bullying you, but when she was bullying you, there was a lot of bullying going on. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this. And most people know about this thing that happened. So Tiffany, she would like to throw her little parties, and of course nobody shows up. Like when she hired actual celebrities to come and do the Taste of Thornton, and still only 7 people showed up. So 7 people. Okay, and those were all people that Tiffany knew. She handpicked these people. And these are who were there to enjoy it. So when Tiffany was going to throw a party, when the super mayor said she was going to throw a big shindig, she's like a person who just ate, who had ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, ate 3 full meals, and then decides to go to a buffet. You know what I'm saying? Her eyes are bigger than her stomach. In her mind, she's super famous. In her mind, she's super loved. In her mind, that's why she thought she was gonna win by landslide, but she actually lost by landslide. She don't have her perception of what is real is not, we'll say, real. So, but it seemed like when they had this, when she tried to throw this particular party, she knew. There's this guy who does this car show. Now the car show's always packed. People always show up for that. Probably because I'm not there. So she come up with this idea. She gonna shut down the car show. And she's like, yeah, just y'all come over here though, maybe. And then I could say how popular I am, because see how everybody showed up, even though it's actually that I stole your audience. Because stealing is a thing for Tiffany. Okay, but let's listen to this little thing. I thought this was almost that cute. It's hilarious. Is what it is.
It was just so crazy when I arrived here Friday and saw the blocks.
A South suburban car show is canceled after the entrance is barricaded with giant concrete blocks.
Now the sponsor of that show and the Park District are calling it an act of revenge by the mayor in Dolton, Tiffany Henyard.
Dane Flacco reports the Park District is now considering a lawsuit against the mayor.
As they should.
Always a good time for everybody that comes out. Fun, exciting. Good for the community.
For the past 8 years, Darren Bosley has organized an annual car show here in the parking lot of Needles Park in Dolton. But after paying $1,000 to the Park District for this year's permit, Bosley got an unexpected call last Wednesday from Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's top assistant.
Saying,
now, what you got to ask yourself is, what kind of talks were being had for Tiffany to come to this decision? Like, who was in her ear saying, well, they got the car show over there. I mean, my guess is Kamal. I feel like this was Kamal's idea. I don't want to blame everything on Kamal or nothing, but yeah, Kamal. Something in me is telling me it's Kamal's fault, okay? He came up with the bright idea. He said, well, if you could just get them to come over here, for your party, do the car show, we combine the two. It'd be a great idea. And a normal person would go to this man and be like, hey, I'm throwing this party thing. I know you do your car show. I was thinking maybe we could merge the two. Maybe we can merge the two. Nothing's going to take away from a car show. The people who show up to a car show are there for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? And the people who aren't there to see the cars are there to see people who love the cars. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole thing. People like to take pictures in front of cars and stuff like that. Like, it has its own audience. It's not like that weird party of Tiffany's would take away from the car show. Now, Tiffany could gain from them, but they can't really gain from Tiffany because Tiffany's parties suck. She got to pay people to show up. Bingo, she giving away whole TVs. Who ain't showing up for that? I would show up to that. I would show up for that. And I'd show up just to make fun of Tiffany, but still, you get what I'm saying, okay?
that the show would be shut down, but if I move my event to her location on Greenwood, that I would be fine.
Did you take that as a threat?
Yes, I took that as bullying.
Yeah, it's a good thing you took it that way, because that's damn sure what it was. I think I understand why you took that as bullying. It's probably because it was. I don't want to say she was bullying you, but when she was bullying you, there was a lot of bullying going on. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Tiffany thinks she the mafia, honey. She a mob. She is a don. Now she's just, in her parents' basement, I guess. I don't know where the fuck she at. Where is Tiffany, in fact? That should be the question of the day. Where is Tiffany? What is Tiffany? Why is Tiffany?
Sure enough, when Bosley showed up at the park Saturday morning, he found that giant concrete barricades had been placed at the entrance, and Dolton police were threatening to tow any cars that parked there.
We talking about two different governments. We're talking about the park government versus the village government.
Ooh, ain't that something? Hey, she the boss. Sir, you gotta understand, you gotta respect. She's the boss. You gotta bow down. She the boss. You know what I'm saying? Just ask her boo thing. And then you got to think about this. Who put these things here? Who do y'all think put those boulders there? Who do y'all think she put up to this? Like, was she in the middle of the night guiding these people to go and put these stones up here, talking cash shit while she do it? She was. She definitely was. Oh, she absolutely fucking was.
Park District President Cleo Jones says Mayor Henyard has no legal authority over Park District property and believes she didn't want the competition to hurt attendance at her own event, a house music festival a few blocks away.
So I'm not sure what.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. She didn't want the competition. She wanted to siphon the fans from the car show. She wanted to siphon those. So that she could then claim how famous she is and how liked she is and how everybody shows up for her stuff. Why couldn't she just be nice? There was another way to go about this. When you want something from somebody, you know what you don't do? You don't set a house on fire. You don't do that. That's not the move. But for her, she immediately goes to intimidation. Her first thought is intimidation. I need to intimidate you. And that is how I will get what I want. I will intimidate you. I will show you who is the boss, which coincidentally is me. That's her thought process. And so now she just creates enemies everywhere she goes. Let me guess. Was this man trying to hold you down, Tiffany? Tiffany, was this man trying to hold you down? They hating on me. They doing all of this. And it's all of these things. And it's because I'm black and I'm young and I'm a woman. It's why all these... This man is trying to do the same thing what he do every fucking year. Do this whole car show. Super popular. If you love this place so much and you want them to have these popular things, these fun things to do, this was something fun that they had. Guess what you did? Guess what you did, Tiffany? You came in and banished them to the nether realms because their party was going to be bigger than yours. I say, why didn't you pick another day, heifer? The car show is like a set thing. There's no way she didn't know when this car show was. In fact, I would say even more so. I think she planned it that way. She knew when the car show thing was. She's like, I'm gonna throw this party on the same day, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna combine it. But what she didn't do was tell this man that was her idea. That was her plan. She didn't feel the need to let him in on that little surprise. She didn't feel the need to let him in on that, and so he didn't know. And so instead of even at the last minute coming to him and telling him and asking him, she just sabotaged his shit. And then goes, well, I mean, you can always just bring it over here. If you don't want him to have a car show, why are you trying to get him to do it over here? Oh my God, something's wrong with her. The screws, they're loose. Oh, they are so loose, those screws. The most loose.
Her tactics were, other than trying to bully us and push us away, but that's not going to happen here.
We are walking all over cancer on our way to Springfield.
Henyard is no stranger to controversy.
Nah.
Fox 32 recently reported how Henyard used village employees and funds to pay for a march to Springfield to support a charity in her name. What would you say to the mayor about this?
Get your life together. Get your act together. This is wrong for people that spend money with the park district to try to throw an event, a peaceful event, fine event, and it's good for the community, but you're taking that away from everybody.
We left multiple.
Yeah, try explaining that to a Tiff and see how much she don't care. Tiffany don't care. She don't care at all. She never cared. She never even pretended to care. She did try to say that she cared once, but she wouldn't look you in the eye when she told that lie. Oh my gosh, so many things. All that just to drop the bag. She went through all of that. She managed. I can't believe she managed to get, like, she got herself to a position where she was making like $400,000, close to $400,000 a year, and siphoning $100,000 a year for a boyfriend. Like, she's then created all this money and pulled all this money from these people to give to her little goons who do her bidding. And she couldn't compromise for 2 fucking seconds to at least be able to stretch out this time that she has, that she's getting this bag. This big ass fucking bag that she had no business with in the first fucking place. You didn't deserve that bag, Tiffany. That's what I'm saying to you. That bag had to go because you suck. Okay? You suck.
Village of Dolton and the mayor, but so far no response. The Dolton Park District president says they're considering suing the mayor and the village for overstepping their legal authority.
She's a habitual overstepper. She's a habitual line stepper. Okay, would habitually step over the line. Yeah, there's another lawsuit. Tiffany and these lawsuits. She didn't care because she didn't think she was ever gonna have to pay for any of these things. She's like, yeah, I get a lawsuit. It's really them that's getting sued. It's not me. I'm going to take all the money. Then I'm going to be gone eventually. And then they will have to clean up all the shit that I knocked over when I was there. That was her plan. And she's right now trying to live out that dream. But, I mean, we can't see where you are, Tiffany. I can't see where you are. But you know who I know does know where you are? The feds. They know exactly where you are. They're as curious as I am, but they have the resources that I do not. Okay? And they have the patience that I also don't have. So they know where you are. And they just, I'm sure they think it's hilarious that you think you got away with this shit, but you didn't. You didn't. Okay? Y'all behave, because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. Just no. Just not going to do it. Okay? But mama love you. Yes, she do. Oh, peace.